The War of 1812 was a conflict between the United States and Great Britain, fought from June 1812 to February 1815. While the war ended in a stalemate, it significantly impacted the United States, Great Britain, Canada, and Native American tribes. Tensions with Great Britain increased in the early 1800s for two major reasons: the impressment of sailors and conflicts over territory. The British Navy, desperate for sailors, often stopped American ships at sea, kidnapping American sailors and forcing them to work on British warships. Americans were outraged by this violation of their rights as a neutral nation, fueling calls for war. In the Northwest Territory, American settlers and American Indian nations were fighting over land, with the Shawnee, led by Tecumseh, resisting American expansion. The British supplied the Shawnee with weapons, hoping to slow U.S. expansion, which many Americans believed threatened national security. These issues led many Americans, especially the war hawks in Congress, to demand war against Great Britain. In 1812, President James Madison agreed and asked Congress to declare war. During the British attack on Fort McHenry, Francis Scott Key watched bombs explode over the fort through the night. When he saw the American flag still flying at dawn, he was inspired to write a poem called The Star-Spangled Banner, which later became the national anthem. Early in the war, the United States attempted to invade Canada, and the USS Constitution, nicknamed Old Ironsides, achieved a morale-boosting victory against a British ship. In 1814, British forces invaded Washington, D.C., burning the White House and the Capitol building. First Lady Dolly Madison famously saved a painting of George Washington before fleeing, marking the only time a foreign army captured the U.S. Capitol. The final major battle occurred after the peace treaty was signed, with General Andrew Jackson leading American forces to a stunning victory at New Orleans. His success made him a national hero, solidifying his status in American history. The war officially ended with the Treaty of Ghent in December 1814, restoring pre-war boundaries and returning American prisoners. Most importantly, the treaty showed that the United States was now viewed as a strong and independent nation, not a vulnerable former colony. The British blockade spurred the growth of American manufacturing, forcing the U.S. to produce its own goods and leading to industrial development. This shift helped the U.S. economy grow and encouraged the rise of factories, new technology, and improved transportation systems. Politically, the war sparked a wave of national pride, leading to the decline of the Federalist Party and the era of good feelings under the Democratic Republicans. In 1823, President James Monroe issued the Monroe Doctrine, declaring that European powers should not interfere in the affairs of the Americas. This established the U.S. as a dominant power in the Western Hemisphere, shaping American foreign policy for decades to come.